Hi, I would like to talk to you about something that's on my mind. Recently, I went through a video on YouTube about about true crime and came across a story that I found that that I found interesting, and it relates to ASD, or autism spectrum disorder. And this is a case of a mother who basically abused her her 15-year-old son who has ASD, and caused him to die. And this this woman has basically been abusive. And it's really sad for me that there are parents out there who would go all the way to abuse people who, I mean, people are, children who have ASD. I mean, I'm probably fortunate that I wasn't brought up in that kind of family. I mean, but no, not all people who have ASD have that good fortune of being raised up with loving families. And just anyway, I just want to read something from the Long Crime website article. This is dated January 23rd, 2024. And um, I mean, a Michigan woman who starved and tortured her special needs son to death will spend the rest of her days behind bars, having received a sentence of life without the possibility of parole on Tuesday for felony murder. She also received an additional 50 to 100 years for first-degree child abuse. The judge applied 575 days of time served to both charges. The attorney for Shanda, Margaret Vander Ark, who is 44, maintained that she did not intend to kill Timothy Ferguson, who is 15. Lawyer Fred Johnson said that something broke in her mentally, and that she and her co-defendant's son, Paul Ferguson, did not know of the damage they were causing until it was too late. But Judge Matthew R. Casel described the litany of abuse that Vander Ark subjected to Timothy. That included sleep deprivation, ice baths, forcing him to puke up food, giving him strict time limits for toilet use, forcing him to sleep in the closet, forcing him to eat bread with hot sauce, putting Tabasco in his mouth, making him do wall sits, and putting him under incessant monitoring. The judge denied that this was negligence or something of the sort. Van Dander had a goal, Vander Ark had a goal, he said. Without him, you have no one to torture, he said. As established at trial, Timothy died in a small closet under the basement stairs, what amounted to his room, and his mother called him pathetic amid his final moments. Johnson maintained his client, an excellent student who put herself through college and law school after growing up in the face of physical and sexual abuse at the hands of her father and later her stepfather, was not aware of the damage she was causing because something broke in her mentally, which I don't buy. this this case makes no sense to anybody, as Johnson said. Speaking at the end of the hearing on Tuesday, Casel said that Vander Ark acted knowingly, even if she did not mean to kill her son. You know exactly what you're doing, he said. For example, she hid the child from his grandparents and even another child at the home. She made sure to close the garage doors when making Timothy clean up the area without pants. When she relented on a threatened punishment to make the victim drink salt water, it was not because it was wrong, but it was because she did not want to give him an excuse to sit on the toilet from diarrhea. That was your justification, he said, not that it would hurt him. Paul Ferguson, who was 19 when Timothy died, had pleaded guilty to first-degree child abuse for his role in the mistreatment and testified, against their mother. He is scheduled to be sentenced on February 26th. He did not appear in court on Tuesday. It was two of their siblings, Millie Joel Ferguson and Eric Nolan Ferguson Jr., who spoke on Timothy's behalf on Tuesday. "There's no fixing what's been done," Margie Filson said. She voiced regret that she had not put aside her differences with her mother and Paul Ferguson so that she could check in on Timothy. Her brother, who goes by Nolan, said he was living with his wife when he got a phone call that his baby brother was dead. "For both siblings, grief is an ongoing challenge. I will always love Timothy like I always have," Nolan said. They both asked their mother spent her life in prison, and I want the world to know that Timothy was wanted, if not by her, then by me, Millie Ferguson said. Prosecutor Matt Roberts told the judge he made it a point to stand by the siblings' side as they delivered their victim impact statements. They said that Vander Ark never looked up at her children as they spoke. He argued that she had stopped thinking of her children as human. "They are not people to her," he said. Vander Ark declined to speak when asked. At the end of the hearing, Casel showed the court a picture of a smiling, healthier Timothy. The judge said that he was choosing not to remember him dead looking like a Holocaust victim, but instead to remember him as a beautiful child with a lot of life in his eyes. I mean, that's pretty sad that that we have a mother that doesn't really care for her special needs child, and basically doesn't really care for her children at all. They're just like as accessories to her, or in Timothy's case, something that she could torture to her own sick end. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't buy that she didn't mean to hurt Timothy. I mean, I mean, this sounds like a very evil person. I mean, and this woman should not be around any child, even a child with special needs, and I'm glad that she's going to spend her entire life behind bars, because she doesn't deserve to be around children. I mean, she needs to be kept away from children at all costs, and unfortunately still have people like her still on the loose, abusing children, particularly those with special needs, and it's I mean it's really sad that some people take their abuse out on special needs children only because they can't cope with raising a child that has special needs. I mean, they didn't ask to be born. I mean, and I probably shouldn't blame it on the parents for birthing a child like that, because nobody can predict which sperm cell is going to unite with the egg cell to create a child that is going to need special needs, and well, that's as far as I'm going to take it, and but those parents are responsible for raising the child, and caring for their child, and if they can't handle it, then be best to give their child up to somebody else who will love them and take care of them, and treat them as their own child. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to share with you in this video. So, have a good day, and may God bless you.